Hi, my name is Stephanie. I had gastric bypass surgery over 19 months ago, and I am getting ready for my skin removal plastic surgery. So I thought I'd do a little get ready with me while I talk about the whole process and what led me to my surgeon and why I'm going to Mexico. So I work in healthcare, and I get to see a lot of things. I think that the one thing people don't realize is that stuff that happens sometimes doesn't necessarily, get reported, turn into lawsuits, that sort of thing. So there can be doctors around that have had some questionable surgeries or things like that, and you have no idea. Um, I know that can be a little scary, but it's the truth. So staying in the US when it comes to surgery doesn't automatically mean it's better. How else does the rest of the world function? You know, I personally wanted to make sure that I went to a doctor who dealt with a lot of weight loss patients. So, plastic surgery after weight loss surgery or extreme weight loss is essentially reconstructive at this point. There's a lot that needs to be done. It's different, it's not your standard tummy tuck. So, I wanted to go to someone who I know had done it. Now, if you have had bariatric surgery or have done any sort of research into that stuff, you'll see that there are quite a few groups that get a lot of patients. And that is the same with plastic surgery. So there are some in Mexico who get a lot of weight loss patients. Like those are the ones that go over to them and they have a lot of really good experience, good results. You have an easy time finding patient feedback, firsthand stories, that sort of thing. So to me, that was a big draw. I always want to go to whoever will do the best, not just, stand by the fact that they're here in the US. Um, so I found a few doctors specifically that I reached out to for quotes. Now, I know if you stayed locally, you usually would do like an office visit and do a consult that way. When you're traveling, they will do pictures or like video consults. So I sent in pictures and it is really weird because you send in naked photos. You send in naked photos to these people by email. The way I looked at it is if people can make money off those photos, good for them. Uh, but you send them pictures, you tell them what you're looking for, and they get back to you. Some, are quicker than others. There's this one doctor who notoriously takes forever. I heard back from him actually very quickly, um, which kind of blew my mind and at first almost like made me feel like, oh, this is a sign. If I hear back from him, that's who I should go to. No, I didn't want to make my choice just based on that. Um, what I did was I looked at a few of them. So I got quotes from Dr. Galvez, Dr. Lazos, Dr. Ochoa, I think it's Ochoa, and Dr. Rios. I ended up deciding to go with Dr. Rios, Dr. Andrei Rios. He is based in Tijuana, Mexico, and I am actually going through his private practice. Now, he is also aligned with EOC, which is the group that Dr. Lazos is usually with, and Dr. Ochoa also has his private practice as well as Dr. Nico. That's another one. They do private practice, but then they also contract and do stuff directly with EOC, which kind of acts as like a tourism medical group. Um, and it's led by a bariatric surgeon. So I decided to go direct because I felt like they had better customer service. And if you've been in any of the Facebook groups, you'll know what I'm talking about. It can be a little off putting. So for me, that alone was enough to want to go direct. I also really liked the pictures that I found from Dr. Rios. I searched high and low in like Tijuana groups, botched groups, Facebook pages that are based for Mexico specifically, Instagram, everything where you can, search the doctor's name, find patient experience, that sort of thing. And I could not find anything that was scary or bad. So for me, that was kind of what solidified my decision to go with him. He recommended, and most of them recommend the same thing. The only one that recommended something different was Dr. Galvez, but that's because he's kind of known for fleur-de-lis tummy tucks, and I didn't want a fleur-de-lis. So, and I will say too, the price range from $12,000, and that's not including your stay, but it does include quite a few things, and then up to $22,000, and that includes the stay. We decided, my husband is going to come with me. We are staying at a hotel, specifically the Quartz Hotel. Sorry, I'm like, what do I need to do next? I'm so caught up in talking. The Quartz Hotel. It is essentially a 5-star hotel that also caters to medical tourism. So they actually have medical unit beds, like medical rooms. There's not anyone there taking care of you like a hospital, but there will be 2 separate beds. So like I get a medical bed that goes up and down. The room's accessible, that sort of thing. And then my husband has his own bed because he is coming with me. Now, once you decide you do want to go ahead and move forward with the doctor, you usually have to pay a deposit. I paid a $500 deposit, and this was back in May. Some of these doctors you will find are booking out over a year. I scheduled for January 2023 back in May. Now that he is with that group, he is booking a little further out from my understanding. But I had that kind of wait. I will say as it's getting closer, today is Tuesday. I don't go this Friday, I go the next Friday. So for me, it is getting close. I have paid I paid a large portion of my balance. You pay that by like wire, and then I'm bringing cash with me to the airport. I am not loving that idea as I am cashless, and I always think of like worst case scenario. I lose that, I have no surgery. That's a lot of money. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I've got like my fanny pack ready. So one thing is, because we decided to stay in a hotel and not go to a recovery house, I have to actually bring a lot of the supplies with me. Now, we did that for our own comfort. Recovery houses are great. A lot of people like them. But my husband will be with me, and we like our privacy. I mean, we live with our family. It's a lot different to be used to like a solo private environment and then suddenly have shared space with other surgery people, dolls as they call them, their companions, that sort of thing. So we figured just for our comfort we'd stick with the hotel. It does, I think, save you a little if you stay at a recovery house, but for us it wasn't enough of a draw. Things that I do have to do leading up to surgery: I did pre-op blood work. My hemoglobin was good. In Mexico, they do a different kind of anesthesia for most of their cases. So like the surgeon I'm going to, they do an epidural and twilight sedation. So you are not under general anesthesia. And that is how they are able to do so many procedures at one time. What am I having done? Because I realized I didn't say that. What I'm having done is I am having a 360 tummy tuck, which means they go all the way around. So they'll get my hips, and essentially they pull that up. I've seen some amazing results from that. I am getting a breast lift with implants, and then I'm going to go ahead and also have some lipo, and they may do fat transfer depending on what they're able to get. Actually, they should. So yeah, that is kind of a lot when you compare what's done typically in the US. But like I said, they're doing it under twilight sedation, so it's a little better. You don't have that clock ticking. Really what they worry about instead is blood loss. Sorry, my cat. My cat came in. I have also completely lost track of what I was trying to do with my makeup. So I have no idea. Did I talk about why I chose Dr. Rios? So he is board certified, speaks English fluently, and I love his results. I loved his results. As I mentioned, I couldn't find anything bad about him. There is a private Facebook group. So you do kind of, as time goes on, see some issues or complaints or, things like that, but they handle them all. He will do revisions, that sort of thing. He's very friendly. I've talked with him, and I feel like, I really like his results. They're all natural looking, curvy, nothing super obvious. I don't want anything that, looks like the Kardashian, but that kind of stuff. And yeah, just like his results. And he has done quite a few weight loss patients. And actually, that's the majority of the patients I think he sees tend to be weight loss patients. He has his own anesthesia team. So, like, he has his own anesthesiologist that works with him on all his cases, and the anesthesiologist handles the pain management. So that's exciting. I think that another thing that's good with Mexico compared to the US is that they really do make a point to help with your pain management. In the US, I know we're so we're so concerned with the opioid epidemic that a lot of doctors are just like, here's Tylenol, see you later. That's not going to fly for me. So I'm excited that, you have some options. Of course, though, it is also related to the fact that cash is king. So when you're paying for stuff, it's a little easier to get it. I have been working with a dietitian as well. That is, I know, a privilege because I am paying for it, but her name is Kylie. She's on Instagram as, I think, plastic surgery nutrition, or nutrition for plastic surgery. Sorry, Kylie. And that is with the hopes of gearing my body up, ensuring that I'm fully fueled and taking the right vitamins, nutrients, things like that, that will help prevent any wounds. She used to be a wound care dietitian, and that's kind of one way that they help elevate and reevaluate if people keep experiencing wounds or promoting them to heal. So I'm taking certain vitamins, supplements, protein, all of that to get ready. I've got a bunch of medical supplies ready to go. It's just really exciting. We fly out on Friday. I have to fast, which is going to be miserable. I have to fast because I have to get pre-op blood work taken right when I get picked up. So part of what's included is that they do pick you up at the airport. They take you across the border. So you fly into San Diego. They have a specific medical pass, and then they basically take you through the border. And it's apparently a lot easier with a medical pass. They drive you to all your appointments and then drive you back to the airport. So my surgery is Saturday, the 21st, and then we are leaving the 29th of January. We did upgrade our seats to like a business class with a little more leg room, and also have already requested a wheelchair. Trying to think of anything else. If there's any other questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comments below. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm trying to make sure I bring all my meds with me. It's not like a standard US hospital where you go in and you're not supposed to bring anything. Of course, I'll be responsible and talk about whatever I'm taking. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know, bringing snacks, protein, but I'm excited. I'm going to document the journey. My in-laws are coming to actually stay with the kids. So yeah, FYI, if you are not going alone and bringing your significant other, for me, having young kids, it's a bit of a hassle, but we're having our in-laws come from Arkansas, and they'll be staying with the kids and staying a little while after to help, which is exciting. And I think most of what stresses me out at this point right now is the aftercare and not being able to do certain things because I kind of do a lot around here. Jared will be amazing and he'll be able to handle it, but it will be hard. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got some stuff that I need to finish up, like I need to keep packing, cleaning, lots of cleaning. And then also I do want to get some before pictures. I'm so excited about the idea of feeling comfortable in wearing something like that and being so exposed. But yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. And I will definitely make sure to share more of this journey with you. I forgot to put some powder on. I put some powder on with my little Alex Earl puff, but thought I was just gonna show you what the final result looks like in natural lighting. Show you that I can usually see what is happening. The bathroom lighting may not be the best, but turned out all right. Not too bad, not too shabby. Nice naturalish look for the day. But yeah, here we are. And I hope you liked it.